Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today we're diving into Adam Grant's Think Again, The Power of Knowing What You Don't Know. This book is a compelling exploration of the importance of rethinking, the ability to question our own knowledge and opinions, and to be open to changing our minds. In an era of rapid change and increasing polarization, Grant argues that rethinking is not just a valuable skill but a crucial mindset for navigating the complexities of work and life. Grant begins with a gripping story of the Man Gulch wildfire, where a group of smoke jumpers faced a life-or-death decision. Most perished because they clung to their training and instincts, while the foreman, Wagner Dodge, survived by improvising a counterintuitive escape fire. This tragedy highlights the danger of clinging to outdated knowledge and the power of rethinking in critical situations. As Grant puts it, intelligence is the ability to think and learn, but in our turbulent world, rethinking and unlearning might matter even more. This concept is further illustrated by the first instinct fallacy, the misconception that our initial answers are usually correct. Research shows that most answer revisions on tests are actually from wrong to right, suggesting that rethinking can improve our accuracy. Grant argues that we often resist rethinking due to cognitive laziness, the preference for familiar views over grappling with new ones. He uses the analogy of clinging to old opinions formed in 1995, while simultaneously mocking those who still use Windows 95. The book dives into the various modes of thinking we often adopt: preacher, prosecutor, politician, and scientist. When our beliefs are threatened, we preach to protect them. We prosecute when finding flaws in others' reasoning. We politic when seeking approval. The scientist mode, however, is about searching for truth through experiments and hypotheses. Grant highlights a study where entrepreneurs trained in scientific thinking saw significantly higher revenues, demonstrating the power of this mindset. The book also challenges the assumption that intelligence equates to rethinking ability. The Dunning-Kruger effect demonstrates that the less competent we are, the more likely we are to overestimate our skills. This overconfidence hinders self-awareness and leads to the armchair quarterback syndrome. Conversely, imposter syndrome occurs when competence exceeds confidence. The ideal state is confident humility, believing in our capability while questioning our current tools. Halla Tómasdóttir, a presidential candidate in Iceland, leveraged her initial self-doubt to rethink traditional campaigning methods, ultimately achieving unexpected success. Grant explores the joy of being wrong through examples like Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman, who relishes discovering his errors. Detaching our present from our past and our opinions from our identity are crucial for embracing mistakes and unlocking this joy. Super forecasters, who excel at predicting future events, demonstrate the power of updating beliefs and detaching from past opinions. Think Again also emphasizes the importance of constructive conflict. Task conflict, focused on ideas and opinions, can be beneficial for creativity and decision-making, unlike relationship conflict, which is personal and emotional. The Wright brothers' constant arguments, focused on how rather than why, fueled their invention of the airplane. Grant advocates for building a challenge network of trusted critics to point out our blind spots. The book then shifts to interpersonal rethinking, exploring how to open other people's minds. Grant recounts a debate between a world champion debater, Harish Natarajan, and project debater, an AI developed by IBM. Despite having access to vast amounts of data, the AI struggled because it couldn't find common ground, a skill that Natarajan expertly employed. Grant draws parallels with negotiation, where finding common ground and asking questions are key to influencing others. He further discusses how stereotypes and prejudice can hinder rethinking, using the rivalry between the Yankees and Red Sox as an example. Experiments showed that reflecting on the arbitrariness of group affiliations reduced animosity between fans, suggesting a way to destabilize stereotypes. Motivational interviewing emerges as a powerful tool for fostering change in others. This approach involves asking open-ended questions, reflective listening, and affirming the person's desire and ability to change. Vaccine whisperers, who use motivational interviewing to address vaccine hesitancy, demonstrate its effectiveness in changing both beliefs and behaviors. Listening is presented as a crucial element in motivational interviewing and influencing, exemplified by Betty Bighamby's peace talks with Ugandan warlord Joseph Kony. The book then explores collective rethinking, focusing on creating communities of lifelong learners. Grant discusses the Difficult Conversations Lab at Columbia University, where research highlights the importance of complexifying rather than simplifying polarizing issues like abortion and gun control. Framing issues as complex problems with multiple perspectives fosters more productive conversations and increases the likelihood of finding common ground. In education, Grant highlights innovative teaching methods that encourage rethinking. Teacher Erin McCarthy uses outdated textbooks and asks students to rewrite them, prompting them to question historical narratives and the evolution of knowledge. Ron Berger, another educator, emphasizes the importance of drafts and revisions, treating classrooms like workshops where students learn by creating and critiquing. Creating a learning culture in organizations requires psychological safety and accountability. NASA's history, marked by both triumphs and tragedies like the Challenger and Columbia disasters, underscores the importance of a learning culture where mistakes are seen as opportunities for improvement. Grant emphasizes process accountability, evaluating how decisions are made, alongside outcome accountability. He also highlights the importance of disagree and commit, a principle used at Amazon to encourage experimentation and risk-taking. Finally, Grant addresses the importance of rethinking our own best-laid plans. He introduces the concept of identity foreclosure, where we prematurely commit to a sense of self without sufficient exploration, using his cousin Ryan's challenging journey through medical training as an example. He encourages periodic career checkups to reevaluate our aspirations and consider alternative paths. He also cautions against the pitfalls of chasing happiness, suggesting that pursuing meaning and contribution often leads to greater fulfillment. The main takeaway from Think Again is the importance of cultivating mental flexibility and embracing rethinking as a continuous process. Here are some key heuristics. Think like a scientist. Approach your opinions as hypotheses to be tested, not truths to be preached. Build a challenge network. Surround yourself with people who will question your thinking. Embrace the joy of being wrong. Mistakes are opportunities to learn and grow. Practice persuasive listening. Help others find their own motivation to change. Question how, not why. Encourage deeper thinking by exploring the process, not just the reasons. Schedule regular checkups. Reevaluate your career and life plans to avoid tunnel vision. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.